Right. Looks like we are rolling. Oh my goodness. It's Sunday yet again. It's been a while since we said, oh my God, it's Sunday. But hey, we're here. Glad to have each and every one of you here. Of course, a good Sunday if you guys have some coffee, if you have some tea, morning, late afternoon, wherever you're at. It may be nighttime. I don't know. But wherever you're at, come join us. Clan Fett live at the Clan Brandalorian and at the Boba Fett. We are here. We're John. How's it going this morning, bro?
Good man. Woke up today. We're here. We're having a great time. Incredible to see all the usual suspects in this chat already. So, you know, we got Brandon Baker, we got Nimble. I know you wanted to do a special intro for him real quick.
Hello, hello. Nimble saucepan here.
I gotta go buy one of those. I need a shirt from him. You need to put some shirts up with the saucepans so I can snag one of those.
Bro, facts. I'd rock that shit every day.
Steve Jedi Jarvo in the building. Mando, my boy Zan Star. Incredible,
Yes,
man.
Zan Starkiller in the building. Too much cooler today. Cool, 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 cool. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Yep, everyone's here. Backdrop, you guys set up. Lads looks fire. Smash the like button. That's right. Smash that like
Absolutely.
button. And if you guys haven't subscribed already, I really don't know what you're doing. Just subscribe. I mean, you can change your mind later, as always. But for now, check it out. John is like 17 subs away, 16, 17 subs away from a hundo. So make sure you guys sub at the Boba Fett. He's right here. Get it going. I don't know
We're
what you're
close,
doing.
man. I've been slacking. We'll be on top of it here in the next few days. So,
That's right. Get in there. Don't be square. But John, what's been going on, man? Like what's your week's been looking like? I know it's been a while since you and I've talked. How's everything going for you? Anything exciting in the Star Wars universe for you? Anything?
I feel like we're just kind of playing like we're in this dry spell, of the Star Wars era. It's like, we just had Maul Shadow Lord, we just had all the Mando stuff. We've had the Lego sets and everything that have been revealed and releasing. And now we're just kind of playing like the waiting game. So it's like we're in that. Surely though, like everyone keeps like it's like the Stranger Things ending. Like everyone's like, there's gonna be another episode,
Mm.
right? And it's like, surely there's gonna be something else for Star Wars, right? Like there's gotta be. But no, it's been an interesting time period. And again, I feel like I'm just like taking in content from like I'm just looking at like past stuff now. It's like, oh, let's go back and watch the Bad Batch. Like that's kind of what I started up recently. And it's like, okay, let's go back and like watch a few of the shows and kind of go through some things and like kind of see where we're at and just build up to it.
Dude, yes. We the last couple days, the A New Hope has been on a sling upstairs, so we've just been throwing that on. So I've seen A New Hope bits and pieces for the last 2 days. Man, so great. And I mean, we've talked about that before too, where you actually like take the time, go back and watch other stuff, and you're like, wow, man, I really, really enjoy this project. Or it's like, man, this movie is so good. But yeah, dude, I think a Bad Batch rewatch is definitely in my future. So yeah, definitely need that.
It's a good show, man. My boy Medler's up in the building.
Bro,
Go check
he's
him
popping
out.
off lately. He's
I
popping
know.
off lately.
He got
Love to
Cam on the
see it.
show. He got our boy, the VIP.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's what I was telling Cam. I was like, bro, once we get to Rebel ScumCon, it's like we're gonna be, ants walking across men. You know what I'm saying? We're just nobodies. Like, what's
We're
going on?
peons, dog.
It's crazy. Like, what's going on here, big dog? Um, but yeah, so we've been chilling. Oh my goodness, Anubis is in the building. Yo, how's it going? What's going on,
Shadow.
bro? Good to see you here. New York's finest, right here. Um,
Choom. That's our choom.
Big choom. But yeah, guys. So today, obviously, if you've seen the thumbnail or the title, we're doing the Star Wars edition of the red pill or blue pill. So it's going to be kind of like a little this or that, or it's going to be more so, yeah, literally just like which one within Star Wars. So pretty much, it's like, would you change this or would you do this? Is it going to be this or is it going to be that? So we got about 20. I think we got 20 around 20 slides made up. So there's going to be quite a bit here. So make sure you guys lock in. And of course, we will have the chat open and running. That way we can see what you guys think. And yeah, I think 20 should be enough. I think we can get our usual hour show in. So we're going to see exactly what happens here. But John, you ready for our first slide?
Let's do it, dog. Let's see what you cooked up.
All right, so here we go. This is we're starting off real smooth. Okay, so here we go. Red pill or blue pill?
And I haven't seen any of these yet. These are all new to me.
Here we go. There we go. Now we're back. Okay, so chat, Brandon, John, what are we thinking? Spend 1 year aboard the Millennium Falcon with Han and Chewie, or spend a year traveling with Din Djarin and Grogu? Now we can say Razor Crest because we're not fitting in the N1, so we're in the Razor Crest, but we're spending a year with Din Djarin and Grogu. Which are we thinking here?
I know what you're gonna pick, I think, but I'm taking that blue pill. I'm running with my boy Mando, and I'm gonna cook me up some Beskar that I'm gonna roll around with.
Yeah, dude. I think I'm going blue pill as well, just because
No,
I have seen I when I was like cooking this up, I'm like, hey, okay, so if I spend a year with Han and Chewie, I'm probably gonna get into some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like in the
100%
Force
getting arrested.
Awakens. Yeah, like in the Force Awakens when they just have two squads pull up on them, and then they have the Rathtar all over. Like, dude, no, I'm not built for that life. So I think, but then again, Din and Grogu, they're always getting into shit. So if Din Djarin is almost dying every episode, I think I'm gonna be out in 2 seconds. So, but yeah, I just feel like I got to spend it with Din and Grogu, man. That's just me. That's just me.
What is Chat's cooking up? What is Chat cooking?
Chat is going crazy. Nimble said it's one tough pill to choose from. Zan says red pill, Han and Chewie. Yes, adventures would be awesome. There's no doubt. Um, yeah,
What if
Lindsay's
it was
going red pill.
solo? What if it was the solo version of Han?
Yeah, Lindsay, which one are you picking there? What are you doing? Are you still riding with them if it's Alden Ehrenreich? Blue pill, okay. Blue pill, okay. Ooh, meddlers with the red pill.
Red, okay.
Uh, Leah Lau. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Lee. We'll go with Lee. Blue pill. Thanks for joining us too as well. Appreciate
Absolutely,
seeing you here.
dude.
Um, Mando seems to have a lot more connections who don't make him compare or don't hate him compared to Han. See, that's what I'm saying.
Mando's that guy,
Nar,
dog.
that's what I'm saying. I'm so scared. That's a hard one, but I'm leaning Din and Grogu. Yep.
Mando's that friend that doesn't charge you for anything, but comes and helps you fix everything. Like that. That's the guy. She's a JK
Yeah,
flip.
that the switch up of the century. Mando is easily getting
Yeah,
yeah,
but it's
getting kidnapped pretty
exciting.
much.
It's I don't
That's
know.
why you have Grogu with you.
I got a Mandalorian and a little Jedi with me. That makes me feel a little more safe than Han, and I mean Chewie's pretty,
Oh yeah,
is a unit. But
this is true, bro. If I got my sour gummy worms, like they're not gonna be mine anymore because Grogu's gonna steal them. That's facts. That's
he's
big
like a
facts,
little
actually.
cousin that just like comes over and eats all your snacks, dog.
It's like, bro, come on, dog. Like these are mine.
Like
Get your
when
own.
your nephew comes over and goes through your pantry and you like go in and all your stuff is gone.
Yeah, it's like, hey, go tell your mom to get you some candy. This is mine. Fuck. But okay, yeah. So good start, everybody. Here we go. Let's move on. Okay,
Mm.
so get a live action Darth Revan trilogy or get a live action Heir to the Empire adaptation trilogy. Which are we taking? They're gonna get worse. Just wait. They get
This is
worse.
this is brutal, dude.
They get worse. M-
Uh, so I
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no. You're cooking. Go. What do you got?
Me personally, give me the live action Heir to the Empire adaptation.
What's crazy is I was gonna go with the live action Revan.
That's
Like
perfectly fine, bro. Because either
like
I like both of them, but
I
either or.
that's so I love Heir of the Empire, but I think we're I don't know, man. Like to get it how we really to get that expanded unit, like to get that loot. I don't know, man. Just give me red, and I'm gonna say like I love Darth Revan. I loved KOTOR. I played so many hours in the games. I kind of grew up with that being my first like real RPG kind of, or I don't know if it's an MMORPG game.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, like, yeah, let me go red pill on that.
Yeah, dude, it's really tough. Like I'm kind of teetered. My thing is though, is it's like we're already getting basically heir to the empire with Thrawn, kind of like in this new Dave Filoni verse. So it's like I feel like we're already getting that, but even the Legends one, I'm still just like, damn, that would be really cool to see. Because my stance with Legends, but for this particularly, I'm like, damn, that'd be dope. But then again, Darth Revan would be fire. But then again, if they did make Darth Revan, what are they gonna think? If something was slightly off, if it wasn't Keanu
That's
Reeves,
yeah.
if the story was altered just a little bit different, you know how the
Like,
internet would be.
can you portray his strength without making him look underpowered and or overpowered? Like Revan was that dude at one point. So it's like, we've seen them make characters with certain like aspects of plot armor. Um,
Yeah.
but man, I do think it would be crazy to see like we've get only ever seen this character in like comic or video game form. And I could just imagine the hype of him walking out and like seeing the mask and it's like, you know, go crazy.
Man, it would go absolutely hard. Um, really good one right here. Nar says the Lego sets would be fire. So yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you there. Really good. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Looks like we're getting a Revan series, guys. Let's get it. Okay. So going to our third one. Here we go. Fight Darth Maul in single combat, or fight General Grievous in single combat. Either I'm out in 2 seconds. Um, but obviously, I think I would. God damn, dude. I mean, you're fighting two blades on one, and then you're fighting four blades on the other. And I'm also not gonna be like Obi-Wan and cut off any of Grievous's limbs, or split Maul's saber in half. That's just not happening. So,
It's like,
damn.
have I slighted Maul? Like, is he upset at me, or is he just like,
Are you mad at me, bro? Did I do something?
and then like Grievous, it's like, is it the Clone Wars Grievous from '03,
Ooh,
or is it like,
ugh.
is it, I think I want to fight,
I'd probably lean Grievous here,
which,
bro.
which Darth Maul is it? Can we single that out? Like, is it episode one or like, does he have metal legs? That's kind of what I'm asking is if he has metal legs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, A, either or, if we do pick Maul in that era, you're going against two metal leg dudes. Um,
That's
ugh,
what
yeah.
terrifies me.
I
Um,
don't know, dude. I,
I think I want to fight Darth Maul because he's human. Whereas like,
he's more like humanoid than,
yeah,
Grievous.
if Grievous like punches me in the chest, he's gonna break my break my
Ah,
ribs,
dude.
dude.
Ugh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, well, either way I'm getting fucked up. There's just no chance that
You're dead either way.
yeah.
You're cooked.
Start the fight with Grievous at the edge of the cliff. Yeah, but here's the thing: is even
You
if
can
I
just
was to
hook it
fight
in.
him, yeah, damn it, damn,
You
it's
can't even get
tough.
him out in gravity. Anakin tried to do that, and he just suctioned onto the ship, and then he went outside the ship. You can't even.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is another one. No chance. That'd scare the shit out of me. I'm out, dude. I don't know. I think I'd probably rather fight Maul either, because I'm going out in a good way. Usually, like Grievous, it's like, are you kidding me? Like that dude took me out. Nah, we'll take Maul. We'll go against Maul. Maybe
Maul.
Maul after he lost to, well, basically when he lost to the Crow and Marok, when he was like at his weakest point. Like that's cool with me, but still, he'd still whip my ass.
I feel like Maul would give me some respect in death, whereas Grievous would just like throw me off a cliff with his leg or something. It's like,
And then as you're falling, you hear him laughing at you. It's like, God damn it! For real. Like I'm falling to my death and he's laughing at me. Or oh shit, like Tales of the Empire Grievous, that was different. That was big
yeah,
different. Yeah,
like
no,
Maul
I'm
would give me like some incredible monologue and then kill me, whereas Grievous would just kill me.
you start crying and he's like, "Why are you crying?" It's like, "Damn, bro, your words. It's
Man,
not
you
even that I'm
spit.
about to die. It's your words.
Why you always spit?
Straight bars." Yeah, cool. All right, sweet. Taking a back route here. Super simple. Become a Jedi or become a Sith. Which one are you picking?
Well, I'm not trying to
Which
just
pill are you
like,
taking?
I'm not trying to just like kill people. I think which is like a big Sith trait is, you muck the people who are in your way. So it's like I think I'm gonna take the red pill just because it's like I would like to be considered the good guy in the eyes of the people. Um,
Yep.
and I think that's what like, I think there's a would it be cool to have the aspects of a dark side user like 100%. But again, it's just like yeah, like I'm trying to be Anakin episode 3 before the turn.
Yeah, like which part there? Uh, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. It's like
Yeah.
shit. Well, damn. All right. Felt that. Damn. Tough. Yeah, I'd definitely become a Jedi too. I feel like being a Sith would be kind of overrated. It never ends well. Like never. It never ends well.
No, and you're
So
destined to be killed by your apprentice. So it's like
yeah,
because you got to
yeah,
keep the rule of two. So like, if I feel like if you're a Sith user, it's like why don't we just not why do I just not die? That would be cool. Like you can lead. I'm just gonna step back and like be a consultant and you know.
yeah. Hey, I don't even know why we had to ask. Like, you didn't even have to answer this question, Shadow. We know where you're going.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
I feel like I do have this kind of switch though. Become a Jedi, red pill. Become a Sith, blue pill. But yeah, definitely. History shows Sith have no allies in each other in a life of anger, hatred. Yeah, it does not sound fun at all. It's kind of what we've come down to. Sith all day, every day. Rule of one with me. Yeah, just you, all alone.
Who's your
I,
apprentice? I
it,
don't have one.
yeah, myself, me. Okay, sweet. Now this one right here, I was like, all right, this can be very interesting. Two different time eras, two completely different characters. But what are we taking? Red pill or blue pill? Be trained by Obi-Wan Kenobi or be trained by Luke Skywalker?
Is this like be trained like Anakin by Obi-Wan or and be trained by Rey like Luke kind of vibe or like that time period?
Yeah, either
Um,
or. You can take pick up place right after Phantom Menace where Obi-Wan takes on Anakin, or this could be Luke, you're at the Jedi Academy, Ben Solo, Grogu, kind of like that.
I think I want the red pill because Obi-Wan was so like let Anakin do his own shit. Like
Yeah.
he's a big like he was trying to coach and mentor, but like wasn't too hands-on in the aspect where he was like, "You're getting results, you're doing your thing, like I'm gonna let you do you. Like I know you have a relationship with Padme, but like I'm gonna look that way and like walk away.
Yeah.
So
Do
like
your thing, big dog.
where I feel like Luke was still a little more like dogmatic and at that point, and he was still trying to uphold a few things and like trying to be, the entire council at one point. Let me get the red pill.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, my favorite character in all of Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah. Be my master, bro. Train me. Let me know the ways of the Force. Let me see if I can, handle a lot of these other villains like he has. Cool. Sign me up.
And you also get to be during the Clone Wars, so it's like
Yeah. 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 That's a good one. Nimble says Luke's the goat. Yep. Blue pill. It's valid. Either way, it's valid.
blue pill, blue milk.
Yeah. Get that blue pill and that blue milk. Obi has so much more knowledge than Luke. Luke is my all-time hero, but I'm not sure if he has the same pedigree as Obi-Wan. Yep, I got you.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of
leg
different factors, but yeah,
yeah, Legend Luke would be
for sure.
the goat.
Goat shit. Okay, here we go. Red pill, bring back Legends continuity as a primary canon, or blue pill, keep current canon but adapt major Legends stories into movies and shows. So kind of what they're doing now, but just more. So what are we picking here? I'll start. I'm going blue pill. I'm going blue pill just because it's basically what we have now, and I am very satisfied with what's going on with Star Wars right now. But there are some legend aspects where I'm like, oh my god, bring that to canon right now because Filoni could really cook on some of those ideas, and I would like to see that because for me personally, I feel like if we brought back legends as the primary canon, I feel like everything before is just immediately just wiped, and that even would factor in with the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy. The prequels would be completely changed, but that's just where I stand.
I'm agreeing with the blue pill in the aspect of we still have the ability to do that with the time period that we're in, and with Star Wars, we can always write in cutscenes, we can always write in shows that were happening in time periods because the galaxy was so big, etc. And I think the other thing was, I was talking to my buddy the other night when we were playing Xbox together, but he was, going off on his tilt about like he hates how because he didn't watch Ahsoka, like he didn't watch or I'm sorry, he didn't watch Clone Wars, he didn't watch some of the shows. So
Mm,
he was like, man, I hate how when I try to get my wife in to watch this, it's like I have to go back and like we don't understand references and things like that because we didn't watch shows or things from the past. But there's so much EU where it's like I think so many fans would be overwhelmed in the aspect of, oh, I'd never read this comic or I didn't read Heir of the Empire, so I don't know what's going
mm,
on. I didn't
right.
read, Shadow of the Mind's Eye, so like I don't know why Darth Vader is chasing Luke on this planet. So I think that's where it's like there's a lot where it'd be kind of probably misinterpreted. Um, and I'm cool with what we have. It's like, I think everybody has their trajectory and a roller coaster of being up and down, and like I think we're on the way up. So like I think we're cooking.
Yeah, no, that's all good shit. And two, when you don't watch some of the older stuff, you're just kind of like, oh, I feel like I'm missing out a lot. But when you go watch it, it's just like, even if you have it on as background noise and you're still just like listening to what's going on, you're like, oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. This is why Anakin and Padme were this way in Revenge of the Sith, So little
Mhm.
things like that. Yeah, it's definitely frustrating if you don't get into it that way. But at the end of the day, if you're still watching and taking in what the content's giving you, and especially like today's canon, there's going to be plenty of stuff, and that's why it's good that we still went George Lucas, and then it was Filoni and George Lucas, and then George is out, and then now it's Filoni. So you still get that, um, intertwined minds of Lucasfilm, pretty much.
Yeah,
So it's still continued in a good way. But there's some Legends content where I'm like, I need that right now. Like, I need all of that,
yeah.
and
Like
but that's okay.
Revan, Malik, Bastila, like all these incredible characters that we've seen. It's like
Yeah,
all these incredible cutscenes and like cinematics from the games and things like that. It'd be so incredible. Um,
Darth Crate too. That'd be sick.
yeah, damn, dude, I had something on my mind and I just completely lost it. Oh, but it's like Star Wars is gonna be a thing for the like Star Wars will be a thing after I'm dead. So it's like we
Yeah,
have so many years of content to come where it's like, we ask for certain things and it's like the likelihood of it coming is probably high. You just got to give it some time. It's like as awful as
right.
that is. It's like they're going to be pumping stuff out for the next, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years. So it's like it'll come.
Yeah, yeah. No, we need to. Yeah, Filoni. How old is Filoni? I mean, he's going to be there for a while. I mean, being the head of Lucasfilm, I mean, he can keep that job for a very long time. But obviously, yeah, he's 52. Damn, he does not look 52 whatsoever. I would say 40 max, maybe.
The
Damn,
cowboy
crazy.
hat keeps him
It's that.
shaded.
He's got the hat and just a killer diet. What's up, Brandon Bakers? Morning Sky Wankers. What's going on? Um, so yeah, cool. All right, let's move on to number 5. Okay, red pill. Master every force ability, but never use a lightsaber. Or blue pill. Become the greatest lightsaber duelist ever, but have no force powers. It's pretty rough.
Brutal.
It's pretty rough.
Brutal. I'm taking the red pill, dude. Give me the force abilities, and then I'm just gonna be like Vader when someone hits him with a lightsaber, it just like goes into his hand.
You just catch it. It's like
Yeah,
I'm good, bro.
I'm gonna stop it, man. Like, and then like that would be incredible just to be like, I think everyone as a little kid or something like stared at like a glass or a cup of salt or something and like, like tried
Yeah.
to, tried to
D-
force pull it.
did it shake?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm taking the red pill. It's like I think the lightsaber would be so dope, but you know,
It
yeah.
would be. It would be really cool. To be the greatest lightsaber duelist ever. But at the same time, if I don't have any skills to back that up, like how many times have you know, like I mean, look at General Grievous for instance. Really cool. He can use lightsabers, fights really well, but the dude does not have the Force. So, and look where he ends up. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got to have the Force help.
I
But
need
for me,
a
I'd rather have all the abilities, bro. I'd rather be able to use Jedi mind tricks or, jump from, here to the top of the Flatiron building in New York City or, I don't know, dude. Just like all those different things. Like, I want to do all that instead of just fight somebody with a lightsaber. But,
I have the thought in my head of like the Indiana Jones clip where the guy pulls out a sword and does all the cool tricks and Indiana just shoots him. It's like imagine walking up and you're like this cool, like, awesome duelist, and then you get like force pushed off a cliff. It's like, oh, I wish I had something to stop my fall right now.
yeah, literally. Or it's like, how many times, if you had the Force, like, would you have gotten out of certain situations in your life,
Yeah, Han Solo with the
Like,
Force. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, the lady on Yavin from Andor. Dude, that was pretty sick when Andor was running or walking out of Yavin to go on, into Rogue One, and the lady just like looks at him and he just like looks over and just kind of like nods. You're like, ah, shit, like, damn, stay there. You don't need to leave. There's nothing out there. Damn it. Moving like Chirrut would be cool too, except for being blind. That would
Mm-hmm.
suck. That would absolutely suck. Limitless. Sorry, I'm late, boys. Hey, you've been here the whole time, bro. We've been talking about you. We talked about you earlier, so you're here in spirit. So don't
Yes,
even
sir.
apologize.
I need to get one of those cutouts that people hold up for graduation. So like at Rebels Comic Con, like I can put like a crown on it and walk.
Limitless,
Yeah.
limitless. Y'all are too goaded. But yeah, so that's where we got. Cool. Red pill. Red pill. It is. Um. Ooh, yes. Okay. So this is where the fun begins. Right here. Red pill, wield the dark saber permanently, or blue pill, wield Anakin's lightsaber permanently. What we got, chat? Let us know.
You
Uh,
you you take it. You take it first on this one.
I was gonna
I'm
say if you don't
intrigued.
mind, don't mind if I do. But we're going dark saber. We're going dark
Yeah.
saber. I have a really, really hard time looking at any other lightsaber in Star Wars and being like, hell yeah. But the only one that I look at and I'm just really like, yes, is the dark saber, bro. It is so, so different. And when it got crushed in Mando season 3, I was crushed. You know what I'm saying? And a really, really cool thing with the dark saber is if you look at the Mando kind of communion that they have after, all of the events of what happens on Mandalore, Bo-Katan's hand is wrapped up like in a white cast. So I think the dark saber's still alive. I think it's still there. I think she got hurt and the dark saber got hurt, but it's gonna be Grogu's. Maybe Bo-Katan has it and it's gonna recreate something. I don't know. Or hey, the armor recreating the dark saber would be pretty sick. But hey, I can't ever diss on Anakin's lightsaber. I mean, that's my third favorite. For me personally, it goes dark saber, Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 3 into 4, and then Anakin's. Just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. But I got to go dark saber.
So Anakin is also in my third favorite saber aspect of. I think I have Vader, Chimere, and then
Mm.
Anakin. Um, But wielding the dark saber permanently also means I'm, in theory, the ruler of Mandalore permanently.
Give me that
Um,
shit. Give me that shit.
so I'm gonna take the dark saber, man, and I'm gonna be chilling with the Mandalorians. Like I think it's cool to be like, oh yeah, I have Anakin's lightsaber. But then at some point they're gonna be like, "Who's Anakin?" It's like,
Yeah,
"Oh, it was
who's
this
that dude?
guy, and then he was the guy, and then he killed everybody, and helped create the Empire." And they'd be like, "Oh, well, that wasn't good." Um, so I'm taking the dark saber.
Yeah, it's got to be the dark saber, bro. It's got to be. Brandon says, "What about Maul Saber?" I really do like Maul Saber. It's sick, but I think it's gonna be down the line a little bit. Um, where was that one? Okay, here it is. Nar says, "Confession time. I can't stand Anakin's lightsaber design with that big ass switch box right in the middle to mess your grip up." And yeah, dude, that's you got some obstructions there, But I feel
He had
like
a
at the
metal
same
hand.
time, yeah, maybe it actually helps a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, for me, nah. If I'm fighting with it, of course, like for us, like with the Saber company, we have the V1 versions, and that's much better because you don't have the obstructions. So like, yeah, I can spin that better and probably duel better with it, but I don't know. It's gonna be different. But the dark saber has no obstructions other than the top, and it has kind of like that little branch up, which that's nice because you know you're not able to like slice your hand off. But then again, I feel like I would try to be too strong with it and not be one with the dark saber. So I'm about to be like Din Djarin, swinging that thing and praying it hits somebody. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's that one. It's like the weight doesn't get lighter, your back gets stronger vibe. It's like you just got to start
Yeah.
chucking that thing, chop wood with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Zan does make a good point that John brought up as well. It's cool and all, but then it comes with the baggage. And I mean, yeah, if you can handle it, you'll be straight. You can rule Mandalore. You'll be all right.
I also didn't know
Okay.
commenting would comment both for both of us. So my bad, Nedlers. No. Twice the pride, double the response.
Double the response. Okay, here we go. Red pill, discover the secrets of Mortis. Or blue pill, discover the secrets of the world between worlds. Go ahead, John.
Mm. Dude, the Mortis arc is one of my like favorite arcs in Star Wars, but I think I would like to see the world between worlds because that's traversing space and time. And that seems like a vibe. That's like, let me, I can go figure out and like do whatever I want to do. Like, it's not supposed to be a fix your mistakes type of vibe, but it's like, maybe I want to go see what happened in this aspect and learn from it. Maybe I want to go see Darth Revan fight at one point, and I can like try to find a gate that. So I think that's a cool idea of, working in between dimensions and reality and things like that.
Yeah, no, the world between worlds has a lot of shit going on. Different portals through different timelines. Plus, I mean, I want to say it's just kind of like it's like a freeway for Force Ghosts. Like Luke's been there, Obi-Wan's been there, Anakin's clearly been there. I would like to think that all the Jedi have been there. Mace Windu, like whoever. Um, but it's a very cool place, and I think both of these aspects I did not like early on in Star Wars. When we first saw Mortis, I was like, "What the hell is this?" You know what I'm saying? There's like these gods. I thought it was the Wills. Like I thought it was the Jedi. But like when I first seen like Mortis and like the daughter, I'm like, okay, like what's going on? But then it's basically like one of those things. Take me to your ruler. Hey, what's going on, April? Good to see you. But yeah, it's just like what in the world's going on here. So then as the story goes on, I'm like, oh, okay, so this is really gonna help project Anakin's downfall. Shows, I mean, Ahsoka died for the first time there. Yes, the first time, and Obi-Wan definitely had his little tribulations as he was there, seeing Qui-Gon. So I mean, crazy, crazy. But yes, it is now one of my favorite arcs. At first, I was just like, okay, come on now, what are we doing? And then same with the world between worlds. I kind of felt like it was like this easy way to be like, oh, this person's okay now, or like, oh, let's rewrite the future, like, or so many different things that kind of go in line with it. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I just feel like both are really good. I feel like this is like the ibuprofen and Tylenol mix up. When you're really hurting, you're like, all right, we got to mix these. So, damn, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think good things would happen if you took both of these pills. So I feel
And
like you'd only learn so much with Mortis, though. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you're confined to the Force, where it's like, I saw everybody in the chat talking about like they didn't want to interfere with timeline stuff, and it's like, but like you don't have to
Yeah,
interfere
yeah,
with it if you choose not to, like that was like the whole point of Ahsoka telling Ezra not to save Kanan. It was like, it was his sacrifice he chose, but it's like, I'm thinking of like learning. It's like, okay, I want to go see how Obi-Wan fight against Maul or something like that. Like, how did he beat him? And you could sit there and take it all in. Or it's like, how did Anakin fall? You could go back and see that and different things because, yeah. So,
yep. So it's kind of like another thing when I think about it. I'm like, all right, what's going on? So it's just like with, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone. If so, like with Ahsoka, when she died, like she died to Vader, right? Like when they fought on Malachor.
mhm,
But Ezra was able to go into the world between worlds, and he happened to see Ahsoka, so he pulled her out of that situation. So
yeah.
that wasn't at the same time. So like, did Vader actually like slice down Ahsoka, and like he thinks that Ahsoka was done? Like he killed Ahsoka literally, and then went about his life, or was time just like halted in the world between worlds, and then Ezra was able to pull Ahsoka from that? Because that Nar does make up a good point where it's just like you don't want to
Yeah.
interfere and then ruin something else. So now it's just like, did Vader ever actually do that? It's just like a weird thing, but maybe I'm just overthinking it.
Because it's like the Kanan thing. It's like, if he pulls Kanan out, Ezra doesn't learn that aspect of sacrifice, and then doesn't sacrifice himself with the Purgle and make that connection, and then get rid of Thrawn from the main galaxy, and all this
Right.
stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's like, there's the learning aspect of not messing with the, like, getting a little marvelly, but it's like not messing with the main timeline, like letting it
Right.
like play out. But um, yeah, dude, that's a good one. And we got Haja. Welcome Haja, dude. April and
My
Hodge in the
guy.
building.
Man, I don't know, dude. I'm gonna have to take the blue pill. You know, I get to see you get to see so much. It's just it's awesome. It'd be great. Damn, some of these you can just talk about forever. So let's move on. Okay, sorry, I had to do this one. Had to do this one. This could complete. This kind of goes hand in hand. You might be able to see the correlation, but red pill or blue pill. Red pill save Qui Gon Jinn on Naboo, or a blue pill save Padme Amidala on Mustafar. Now, I was thinking, you know what, save Qui Gon right away because Padme probably wouldn't, have suffered on Mustafar because Anakin would have never fallen to the dark side. But I feel like if Qui Gon was alive, we cannot outlook the master of puppets himself, Emperor Palpatine. He probably would have gone insane measures to making Anakin fall to the dark side, even though he did already. But could have went to extreme measures to make sure that Anakin did fall to the dark side. So things could still happen with Padme on that side. So yeah, I don't know. It's rough. Both of these really line up with the chosen one. Both of them.
I um, this is tough, man, because I agree. It's like that aspect of, one, and that's a lot of these where one would cancel out the other type vibe. So it's like, saving Qui-Gon, it's like Anakin grows up to be that gray Jedi more or less that is allowed to show emotion, have empathy, feelings, connections. It's probably trained with Obi-Wan as a brother instead of a mentor. And it becomes you're right, maybe he goes to extreme extents, and maybe we get that point where it leads to episode 3 and he trusts, Mace Windu's like, stay here and you've earned my trust. And he looks at
Hmm.
Qui-Gon and Qui-Gon's like, stay here. And it's like, that evades that whole process. Palpatine's arrested or killed, and then, he still kills a bunch of the Jedi probably, or tries to enact Order 66, but then you have a Anakin still that's, cognitive and coherent with everything. Um, but then on the blue pill side, you get redeemed Vader kinda. Um, And so that's where it's like, you still go through Order 66 still happens. But Padme being alive with the kids, being able to reach out to Anakin at some point, he would still be Vader. He would still have done incredibly terrible things up to that point.
Yeah.
Um, but then you get kind of that EU aspect of all white Vader who comes back, and it's like he has Padme, he raises Luke and Leia. Dude, I'm struggling. Like
Yeah.
this is
It's
I would
rough.
say, yeah. Uh,
I think
because then
Zan does
like
make a good point because, and it's kind of like what I was alluding to, where it's like Palpatine would have tried even harder to get Anakin to fall to the dark side. So if you lean towards that blue pill, Padme is still alive, but then that puts the kids at risk because, Padme's alive. So Anakin slash Vader is still going to be able to find where, I just feel like either one completely changes Star Wars.
or is
Either
it,
one.
you know, with Dooku, with Qui-Gon being alive, Dooku convinces Qui-Gon of the Emperor's plot. That gets Qui-Gon over with Dooku. That coerces, Anakin to probably stand up a little bit more against, the sayings in the Republic. So it's like, yeah, it's completely different with what could happen in that aspect. It's like, is it then Dooku and Anakin versus Obi-Wan and the Council um, so like, when we get to Revenge of the Sith, is it Anakin and Dooku versus Obi-Wan and like a Jedi on the Invisible Hand. Um, so I don't know, man. I think I'm going with blue. I think that's gonna be my answer is save Padme. Like the Jedi Order is still kind of waxed in that scheme. But I do think a redeemed Vader with his family would be able to combat the Empire, and Anakin would have that aspect of I've seen the dogmatic Jedi, I've been to this and this, like let's try to create the middle ground. That's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. I mean, even if you look at Qui Gon, you're like, shit, man, what's
Hmm.
going on? Because then it's like, does Maul survive? Is Maul able to get back to Palpatine? Now it's, Qui Gon and Dooku still. Dooku at this point is conflicted
Hmm.
from, you know, Palpatine, but he had his plan lined up the entire time. We know how he works,
And he's not a Sith.
but he's not a Sith. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit. It's really really rough. But I would love to see a world where Padme was able to live on, raise her children, obviously in exile, and I mean, who knows, dude? Hey, give me a story where Padme actually survives, and Luke and Leia are still on Alderaan, maybe with Bail Organa. He kind of like keeps them under wraps, and obviously, hopefully, Alderaan doesn't blow up.
Well, and
But
Padme would be that leader of the Republic that was needed. Like Padme was the most, throughout the Clone Wars and the movies, like she was the most like strong-willed, like equalized person. Like, in Clone Wars, she's doing everything from flying ships to espionage to fighting to leading, being a senator for
yeah,
Naboo. Like she had it all. So it's like having her be that forefront of the new established government. Like Vader would be in exile for sure, but it's like, Luke and Leia, they would be able to grow up, and it's like, you would be able to. So, yeah, let me get blue pill. That's where I'm.
I think I'm
Final
leaning towards
answer.
blue as well. I think I'm leaning towards blue. It's just yeah. Nimble's out of here.
Nimble.
Hey, bro, have a good stream on your channel too, bro. Try to stop in there and say what's up. They're talking Lego today, so awesome.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, it's rough. It's real rough. Let's move on, so my heart doesn't hurt. Okay, here we go. Red pill, become a member of the Jedi Council, or blue pill, become Mandalore of all Mandalore.
Hmm.
Give me that blue pill. Love the Jedi, but I'm the Brandalorian. I gotta be on Mandalore. I gotta be there. And I don't know. I hear me out though. I'm not like the best leader. I'm not like the best teacher. I really don't like teaching. I but at the same time I want to just be like, "Oh, I'm a follower." You know what I'm saying? Cuz I feel like I do a lot of things independently as well in my craft, but I think I'd like Mandalore because who says I can't be like, hey, I got my right hand man, I got my left hand woman over here, I got my people, and then we can rule this shit together. I'll tweak it that way. As the Jedi, I would love to be a Jedi, but at the same time, I just don't. You know, I don't know. I feel like under Yoda, things would be kind of rough making decisions. So yeah, give me the blue pill.
I'm gonna snag the red pill in the hopes that I could hopefully be that voice of reason in the council, where it's like, it's like when they're like talking about Anakin being a council member, oof, um, and they're like, we don't think you've done enough. I'd be sitting there like, like he would leave the
Yeah,
room and it's like that dude is the hero of the Republic. That dude is like, how many battles has he won? How many times has he saved y'all? Like, y'all are incompetent. Y'all are ungrateful. Blah, 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 blah. Like, you got rid of his apprentice. Like, so hopefully I could be like, try to be that voice of reason. I'd probably get kicked out of the council, but it's like at that point, at least I still have the force and can you like use a lightsaber and things like that.
yeah,
But it's like at that point you also have like a clone legion behind you, so it's like I'd have my own like unit. That would be cool. Um, so yeah, it's like that's what I mean. Like with what Ryan's saying, it's like all the dirty laundry every meeting, man. Like I'm
I'm snitching.
no one. Nobody's safe, dog. Like, what are you doing on Caden and Amortia? Like, what are you doing on Geonosis? Like, y'all are lacking. Um,
Yeah.
so, anyways, yeah. Let me be a council member.
Yep. Cool. Yep. I'll be Mandalore. I better be the left hand woman. Hey, sorry, I'm picking size noodles on this one.
I'm picking
I
glove
can't.
shit.
I can't name a better woman. All right, red. Experience the Battle of Geonosis firsthand,
Mm,
or blue pill. Experience the Battle of Scarif firsthand. Now,
I'm gonna
with
take.
what went on, I probably don't want to blow up on Scarif, so I'll probably be on Geonosis, sneezing up a storm because my allergies would be absolutely terrible on Geonosis. But yeah, get me on Geonosis. Give me that
That
red
was
pill.
my exact thought. Was like, well, and I preach on Scarif being like one of my favorite planets, but it's like
Beautiful.
everyone there died. So like, at least on Geonosis, I'm like, one of the few clones that like got away or maybe survived and went
Yeah.
through. And I think the Clone Wars with like there's the landing at Point Rain arc of the miniseries in Clone Wars, and it's like incredible, super dope as like series. And so like that's where it's like I think it looks super. It's all they make it like I mean it looks like the space desert Vietnam kind of vibe where it's like
Yeah.
you can't see anything. There's just blaster bolts firing, like just heading.
Sick. Yeah. I mean, unless y'all can promise that you can get me and my boy John off Scarif in time, we'll pull up the Scarif. But if you can't promise us that, then we'll be on Geonosis.
We were
So
on Scarif on lawn chairs, and then things started blowing up, and we were like, we should probably get out of here.
like, oh yeah, that green bolt that just like went through the planet doesn't look too good. It's like, oh yeah, you feel that rumbling? Yeah, that's
I
not
finally got
good.
out of my timeshare. It's gone.
Okay, so this one's kind of shitty too. But red pill, watch only animated Star Wars forever, or blue pill, watch only live action Star Wars forever. Yuck.
Um, I think I got to take the blue pill. Um, like, do we consider like movies are considered live action? Yeah.
Yeah, anything with
Y-
a
Yeah.
human, like, yeah,
So I love the Clone Wars. I love the Bad Batch. Maul Shadow Lord was absolutely incredible. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but Rebels, incredible. Um, but like I grew up on the movies. I think a lot of us did,
yeah.
and it's like I can go back and throw on the movies whenever I want. I have to be in the mood to go watch the animated shows and like put them on or rewatch them. Where like episode 3, episode 5, episode 6, episode all of them I can just turn on and put on the background. So blue pill.
Yep. Give me that blue pill. I got I could just watch Revenge of the Sith over and over and over and over for the rest of my life and be completely content. But yeah, man, gotta get the blue pill. I feel like that's where everyone else is at too. But animation, there's so much
Hmm.
good qualities in all of it. Um, yeah, I really do love it. The storytelling is always on fire. But yeah, Maul Shadowlord, dude. I don't know, man. We have to tell Gideon Adlin when we meet her, you were absolutely tremendous. You were perfect. We have to tell, oh my God, what the hell's his name? The Allstate guy. When we see him, be like, hey, bro, this is absolutely amazing. Yes, we are indeed in good hands. Um, what the I mean, Dennis Haybert. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Tweaking. How
Yeah.
could I forget the goat's name? But it's just like, dude, like, it's like
I'm gonna
Maul
have
Shadowlord
Gideon's
is so damn good.
lightsaber and just like,
She's like, get up, peasant. You're like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
no, it won't be
Oh,
that
man.
extra.
uh, he said, no, I'm passing on this one. Yeah. Hey, you could
Catch me on
take
the
them at the
flippity
same
flip.
time. Yep. You could take it at the same time and just OD on Star Wars. I feel like we all do that anyways. Yep, there we go. Dennis Haysbert, Master Daki. Yep,
Rip.
can't give up the movies. Can't give up the movies. Okay. Red pill, bring Star Killer into canon, or blue pill, bring Mara Jade into canon.
Give me the blue pill because they still haven't given me like a Vader that's on par with what he should be power wise. And I think bringing Star Killer into the mix would be like there you can't. The dude pulled the Star Destroyer into a planet. Like you just
Yeah,
the dude is so OP. It would need to be like a what if series or like a Tales series of like what could like it has to be a hypothetical because I just there's no way I feel like to bring him into the main universe and have it be respectable to what he is known for, you know.
yeah,
They could put Sam Witwer who would be incredible, but it's like
yeah,
I just don't see how they would portray his power level to what it should be.
yeah. I feel like both are not canon for a reason. Is because if you bring Mara Jade to canon, now you look at Luke as, bro. You gave Grogu a chance, or you gave him a choice, and you told him that he could not,
The
be a Jedi,
ultimatum.
and then yeah, like and you can't have the commitment. So it's just like, which one is it, bro? So it's like you can't have, a wife and or a little side piece. I mean, hey, Luke can have a side piece. That's fine. Do whatever you want. But like, nah, you can't tell Grogu one thing and then you go have a person or Star Killer where it's just like, yeah, like that dude. Every time I see clips, and I know the game's fun, I love everyone who loves it, but like every time I see clips of Star Killer killing Boba Fett, killing Obi-Wan, killing Han, killing Chewbacca, I'm just like,
Turning
no,
Luke to the dark side.
no. You know what I'm Yeah, like, come on, dog. Like, no. Not having that. But it's really cool though. Like it's cool like what if. And that's the point of the game. Is you want a character that you're just going AWOL with. And it's just like, yeah, I like that. That's cool. But not in canon. I can't have that. I
Yeah.
can't have that. But shit. I don't know, dude. Probably Mara Jade, just because I feel like she could still exist and not be, Luke's side piece. They don't have to. It's fine. Um, but yeah, who knows? Maybe she's like one of Snoke's like projects to like hash
Agents.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that'd be sick. I'm down with that. I don't know. Yeah, I want red pill, but blue makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
It's rough. Oh, okay.
I need to go
Now
replay that game now that we've been talking about it.
I know, right? I know. I need to get that on Xbox. Okay, guys, we're gonna see where your morals stand. Red pill, prevent the destruction of Gorman, or blue, prevent the destruction of Mandalore. Just so all of you pathetic people know, people died. People died in both of these. So,
Uh,
what are we doing?
I- I'm going with the blue pill in the aspect of I think there's a couple things where it's like I think the Gorman aspect, it's like both of them were going to happen regardless. Like,
Yeah,
both were needed. but it's like, I think there's that aspect of with the blue pill of oh my gosh, Katie Sackhoff's character. I can't even remember.
Bo-Katan.
Thank you. My goodness. Fucking neck. Bo-Katan, it's like she agrees with the Empire on the with Moff Gideon on the understanding that like it's gonna be a peaceful transition, and then he nukes the planet. So it's like, I think
Yeah.
there's that aspect of had Mandalore put up a fight, it would have been a little bit different. Like the Empire had more or less let them do their own thing. Well, not let them, but like in a controlled aspect for quite some time. Um, but it's like having a functioning Mandalore able to fight back against the Empire or against the remnants would be, um, you know, a way different aspect in the universe.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, dude.
yeah, like
Both.
the entire planet was glassed.
Yeah. It's pretty rough, man. And when you watch The Mandalorian and you see the playbacks of them destroying Mandalore, you're
Mm.
like, good God, for what? Like, damn, y'all. The Empire is always doing too much. But
When
I,
Mando flies in and it's just like all the bombed out buildings.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's rough too because like when you see the Clone Wars, you're like, man, Mandalore is flourishing, bro. It's beautiful. It seems to have its nature, its roots are deep. But then you see it in the Mandalorian season 3, and you're like, ah. But yeah, the Gorman massacre had me feeling some type of way, bro. It felt like we were back in like 8th grade learning about like the Holocaust again, and that's like what it kind of felt like. So I was just like, damn, bro, like Tony Gilroy just is sticking to roots here, and it was kind of uncomfortable to watch in a sense because it was just so bad, but the way we see some of the K2SO droids
Mm. Hmm.
just blasting out both instances here. Wow, Gorman at Gorman, they're going absolutely crazy on the civilians, but then also you see them finishing off the civilians of Mandalore as well. So pretty rough when they bombed in. I mean, it was cool. Like I think the only cool thing I could take out of the destruction of Mandalore was seeing TIE bombers again, but they were
Yeah.
used for the wrong thing. Like that's the only thing I can take from it. Being like, oh, that's cool, but every single thing else is terrible. So yeah, man, I gotta save Mandalore. I got to.
Yeah.
Ugh. One thing I was really hoping for that they would throw into Andor was like maybe a couple stormtroopers or some Imperial officers just getting mauled by a whole bunch of the Gorman spiders because they kept hinting at their silk and like the webs and stuff, and that would have been sick to see some of them just straight up attacking some stormtroopers. That'd be some badass shit.
Well, and they're in the cinematic art, aren't they? At the end of the episode.
Yep.
Like, yeah, so it's like, yeah, it would have been interesting to see them like almost like Starship Troopers where they like fall into a pit or something and there's a spider and
Oh,
it's like, yo, like wrong hole,
yeah.
buddy.
Yep. Yep. Dude, yeah, that would be sick. Maybe there's like a extended cut. Shit, let's make a fan film. Let's do that. We'll get someone to just get completely eaten alive by a spider. Be dope.
Do I have a role for you?
Hear me out
Once in a
here.
lifetime.
Okay, we got 3 more. Let's get it.
Money.
Oh, all right, here we go. Red pill, save Tech from
Oh,
his end, or blue
oh.
pill, save Kanan Jarrus from his end. Damn. And I'm smiling while typing this. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person.
Save a lot of tears or save less tears. Um, why did you take this one for?
I feel like Ahsoka season 1 could be even more impactful if Kanan was still alive. Now going into season 2, or even if it happened in season 1,
Hmm.
Kanan dying in Ahsoka, like bring Freddie Prince Jr. Maybe he'd play him in live action. I don't know, but dude, it would be so badass, and that would give us that emotional weight of losing Kanan in live action. I think that would be fire. But I'm probably gonna pick the blue pill, even though Tech's death, dude, that messed me up for like a day. I was just like, damn, bro,
Yeah, I think
damn.
that was whenever I get whenever I have Steph watch like shows, I feel like there's always like a pretty impactful death. So like with with Rebels, she didn't watch Bad Batch, but it was like she's always like, "What your shows always make me cry," and it's like what? Like it's because they always like whack somebody in like a super like sympath way. So it's like um yeah, dude, I think. You made a great point. Like, I didn't even think about him being around for Ahsoka, like coming back to fight Thrawn again, and like Thrawn would come back and be like, oh, look, it's like and, like, Thrawn would make some witty comment about a family reunion, about, like, everybody being back together or something like that. So that would be cool. I think Tex was a necessity for the Bad Batch, like, stepping away from who they were. Like,
Yep.
finishing their mission, like, getting to a point where they're like, this isn't this, like, we're always gonna be fighting, we're just gonna keep losing people, like, Crosshair was gone, like, we lost Tech, it's like, what are we doing? So I think I'm gonna go with, yeah, Blue Pill, because that was like you talk about Tech messing you up for a day, I agree. Kanan messed me up for, like I remember it happening and just, like, my mouth was just,
You're like,
like
what?
'cause then it rolls straight into the next episode, and it's like, like,
Yeah,
damn. Oh, man.
yeah, yeah, dude. It's like one of those things where like when you watch The Walking Dead, like a character will literally just get like ripped apart, and then like the credits roll, and then you're just sitting there like, yeah, I think I'm gonna watch like a puppy compilation on YouTube. Just that way I can like feel human again. That's kind of how I felt like after Tech and Kanan, where I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, are you serious? All right, I'm gonna go watch like Comedy Central now, just so I can feel
Yeah.
okay.
And then
Like,
with both of
damn,
them, it's like they both, like Tech just had that relationship with what's her name? The underground lady from she
Sid.
had the yeah, it's like she was like, she was always asking about Tech and they kind of had that thing going. So it's like he could have came back and had a family. So like that's brutal, but like, Kanan
Oh
already had a
wait,
family. Not
was it
Sid,
Sid or was it Wanda
no,
Sykes' character?
yeah, her. Sid was the boss lady. Wanda Sykes was like the
Fee.
yeah, the
Fee.
smuggler. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Damn, dude.
yeah, man, that was brutal. But yeah, I think we're on the blue pill train.
Yeah, yeah, Anubis. I got the blue pill, bro. I got it. This theory, bro. No. Oh, hey, but I love it though. That'd be sick. Um, but then he
What's going
died
on, my
again.
dude?
Brandon. So it's what would be so funny about this too is it's just like, hey, like Kanan by day is a Jedi, but by night he's a Inquisitor. Like that would be the funniest thing. That'd be like the funniest switch up of like Star Wars history. What's up, Nathan? How's it going, man? Hope you're having a good day too. Does Star Wars believe in love? I believe in love and Star Wars, so I think it should happen. Both should coexist. They do. They do. You know what's sad though is in Ahsoka season one they show, I believe in the Ghost or the T6. I think it's the Ghost. They have a picture of Freddie Prince Jr. like on the dash, right? Like as Kanan. But then they also have Tech's goggles at the dash of the Marauder until that gets destroyed. So it's just like, damn, So it's just like
Yep.
both of these characters right here are, forever ingrained with their groups. You both killed Tech twice. Leaves the chat forever. Yep,
It's what
that's
he would
facts.
want.
When have we ever followed orders? One of the
Exactly.
coldest lines ever, too. Just like Jesus. All right,
Talking to Wrecker too.
thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks, Filoni.
And then
Uh,
that a-hole Hemlock throwing the tech goggles back at him. Dude, that's yeah.
dude, that dude sucked. And Dakota Bricks got a
The custom
custom
fig.
hemlock, and I was just like, bro, all my homies hate hemlock.
Yeah,
So
dude.
I hope you get likes on this post though. But
That
I
boy
hate
can
this
kick
character.
rocks, dude. Hemlock. They make the Imperials so unlikable. It's incredible. Like Lieutenant
Yeah.
Nolan, Lieutenant Blake. That's like, oh, I hate all of you guys, dude. Rampart.
Uh, oh, Rampart sucked, and I was just like, okay, Rampart's coming around, in season 3. I'm like, nah, that dude
Nope.
still sucks. Um, who who else, or who was the guy with Mayday in Bad Batch? Who
That
was
was
that guy?
Lieutenant. I think it was Lieutenant Nolan.
Okay, Nolan, yeah,
Yeah,
that dude. Oh,
yeah.
okay, let's move on before I get mad. um, Red pill, save fives and expose Order 66, or blue pill, keep Ahsoka in the Jedi Order. What do we think? What do we think, Chet?
So I feel like this is another cancels out each other kind of vibe because it's like, with this blue pill, keep Ahsoka in the Jet. It's like that was for me like one of the final straws for Anakin in the Jedi Council. It's like, but then he's still probably going to turn, like,
Yeah,
and then there's the aspect of, well, maybe since she's still part of the Jedi Order, she's with, the units on some mission during Order 66 because she's not on Mandalore because she's not a consultant type vibe. And then she gets waxed, in Order 66. Or she escapes because she has the training of Anakin. But I think with the sake of fives, like I like red pill, like expose Order 66 for what it is, like stop the turn, hopefully, of Anakin before it all goes down. Like Palpatine is confronted, arrested, killed, flees, whatever it is. Um, but then it's like, okay, now we know we'd not to trust the clone troopers, tell all the 10,000 Jedi that are in the galaxy. Um, get the clones that are with you to, yeah. So it's like, yeah, I'm taking red, dude. I'm gonna go with the red pill.
yeah, man. Give me fives, man. Because how cool would it have been for him to say that, and they still don't believe him. We still don't know the circumstances, And even if
Yeah.
Ahsoka did stay in the Jedi Order, of course that was the last straw to get Anakin, to just get some more dirt on the Jedi Council and him to lose even more faith into the Jedi and what he stands for. But I mean, if you save fives, it would be so cool for him to actually say that, there's a clone process we're supposed to turn, and like whether they're just like, oh, damn. So now Kiadi Mundi is just like skeptical about his clones and is just kind of like, huh, or Plo Koon is just like, I don't like these clones behind me. How about they go in front of me?
Well, it's like,
So
they probably just recall all Jedi to the council or to the Jedi Temple. It's like, yo, we need everyone back right now. Like, no questions asked. Like, your troopers can handle all the campaigns. Like, they're indispensable or they're dispensable. Like, come back. Like, we
yeah.
gotta plan for something.
Hey, that's you got to take the pill, bro. You got to take the pill. Like we're having a hard time answering all of this blasphemy, but that's the whole point.
And then I'm thinking, like,
um,
you recall all the Jedi, and then, Palpatine shows up with four Venators and blows up.
yeah, like you
You
just
know?
never know
Yeah,
exactly
dude.
what's gonna happen.
He's got a skedaddle, dog.
Okay, two left. This one could be rough, but let's see where everyone stands. Red pill, erase the prequels, or blue, erase the original trilogy. And of course, they can't coexist without each other. But what do we got? If you're to take away one trilogy, what's it going to be?
I despise you for this question.
And
Um,
also too with today, if I was to be like, oh, erase the prequels, erase the sequels, and this was one I've seen online, was the prequels in the original trilogy, and it's like,
I'm
ooh, fuck, that
I'm
sucks.
erasing the prequels. I'm taking the red pill in the aspect of Revenge of the Sith is probably my favorite movie.
Yeah,
But Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, um, New Hope, dude, like those are bangers. And I
yeah,
enjoy those three. I think definitely more than I enjoy episode one of the prequels.
yeah,
Um, Definitely more than I think I enjoy episode two. For episode two, I really just like the exposition in the latter half of the movie. But
yeah,
like Camino, Geonosis, there's all kinds of great stuff. But like you get Vader, you get the Death Star, like you get Palpatine, you get Luke, you get the Trench Run, you get so much with the original trilogy. Um, so like I'm gonna go with erase the prequels. Like, give me the red pill.
yep. That red pill's running down, man. I mean, A New Hope. Oh, it's so good. It's the start. Empire. Arguably, I mean, it is voted the best sci-fi movie of all time. And you know how I feel about Return of the Jedi. That's just it's right there. It's like it teeters with Revenge of the Sith, but it would be yes, exactly, dude. It's I just love it. I love everything about Return of the Jedi, but oh, Revenge of the Sith is that good. It's that good to where it's like, dude, it could fight the three original trilogy, but it just can't. I love episode 1, I love episode 2. We talked about that last week in
Yep.
some of our favorite moments of the prequels, but it's just like as movies, it's like I gotta go with the stronger trilogy, and that's gonna be the original. So yeah, we gotta delete the prequels.
And there is no Star Wars without the original trilogy. You can't tell. I mean,
True.
like it's what started it all. It's where we it's like um but yeah, man, that's a good one, dude.
Save the OG for me. You are Sith with all these absolutes. That's yeah, pretty much. Um, well, are we ready to end it with a bang?
Let's see what you got, Doug.
All right. What are we thinking, chat? John, what are we thinking? Red pill, get a 5-season show about Darth Vader, or take the blue pill and get a 5-season show about Knights of the Old Republic.
So Vader is my favorite character, dog. And I try to all I ask for is a Vader show. Like when I go to sleep at night, it's like, please Disney, would you just give me a multi-season Vader show? Like, that's all I ask for, please.
The red pill's
Um,
right there.
no, I know, but then it's like a a 5-season show about KOTOR would be incredible to see, like, the rise of, the whole Revan situation be like being a Jedi, being a Sith, fighting Malak, like being with Bastila, like setting this new generation of the Jedi Temple. Um, so like I think I'm going on the blue pill, dude. Like, because I kind of already have like 5 seasons of Vader,
Yeah.
in theory. It's like I have segments and clips I just want to mash together. And I think that's coming. I think it's more likely than a KOTOR show.
Yeah.
So let me get I would like the KOTOR show.
Yep. I will have to agree with you, and I will have to agree with the chat. We are going blue because I would love to dive into 5 seasons worth of Knights of the Old Republic content. Here's my thing though with Vader. That's fine. We can ditch that. I do think it would be absolutely incredible if we got a Vader movie. Give me a 2 hour, 20-minute Vader movie that we can go see in films in 2030. I don't know. Maybe it's going to be like the in between episode 10 and 11 kind of vibe, kind of like how we got Solo or Rogue One with
Hmm.
Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. I think that would be absolutely great. Could you imagine going back to the theaters and it's a Darth Vader movie?
That'd be
Sign me
heavy.
up.
Yeah.
Give me him like training the Inquisitors. Give me him, you know, freaking going at it with Palpatine. Like, give us that Darth Vader stuff. We don't need 5 seasons about him because we've seen enough. But I feel like it would keep it real genuine and rich to Darth Vader's character and not make him oversaturated if we got a movie to where it's just
Who
like this is the shit that's going on. As to KOTOR, we get the. I mean, who knows? We can get a season about Bastila. We can get a season about Revan. We can get a season about um not like who else? Whoever else we want in there. Like we
Malik,
can
Nihilus,
it
Moment, like there's so many.
just intertwine all of them into each season, and then maybe for the season finale, it's just like it's just like where it ends off. Like the High Republic
Vitiate,
is
the
all
the Drip Lord.
dude. Like dude, I don't know. Yeah, give me Kotor, man.
And I think with it's like Vader we're talking about. It's like I would like a like 2 seasons, 8 episodes. Like give me, a few episodes, like maybe 3 episodes straight after Revenge of the Sith. Like immediately after episode 66, where it's like him and Palpatine, we see that clip of him walking up to Palpatine, they're building the Death Star. It's like
Yeah.
Let me go see him hunt down the Jedi Master to build his lightsaber. Like, let me get
Yep.
that section of him, like, kind of running things as, like you said, training the Inquisitors, building Castle Inquisitorius, building his, Vader's castle. So it's like a whole bunch of stuff. And then, that next season, maybe it's like that transition of where we, see him moving into as a little bit older. Um, but yeah, it's like like I don't need 5 seasons of Vader. Like you're right. It would be too much. Like we know his story and where it leads to because of the increments that we have. But man, like hunting down the Jedi Masters, like seeing like when you had that theory of putting Daki in the amber shell to be put
Ah,
into Inquisitorius, it's like, there's so many different things that we could see of him like handling business and just, battling his demons and like him under the mask having these emotions and thoughts while he's fighting a Jedi, like it would be
yeah.
insane. Like he's going teeing off on a Jedi Master while like Padme's talking to him in his head. It's like it'd be insane, dude. So, but yeah, I
The
digress.
I mean the endless the possibilities are endless, man. I mean it's crazy. There's so much that you could do, and I feel like it could kind of even, dude. We don't need Kenobi season 2, which I'd love more Kenobi, but you could just lead off right there with where Anakin goes after that battle. Obviously, Riva ran off and into the dusk, of Tatooine. So it's just like Vader going off on the Inquisitors, being like, you knew, how she operated, and then takes it out on, the Inquisitors, and this is where you can see him maybe chop off the fifth brother's hand or something, like, and it brings Hayden back. Give
Yeah,
Hayden another movie. When like the last movie Hayden was probably in was Jumper, right? And that was like '06, '07. Like I don't think
he's pro-
Hayden.
he's probably. I think he's made cameos.
Yeah, like, but other than that, it's just like I don't know, dude.
There's a YouTube thing I watch every now and then. It's called Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It's a parody. But
Mm,
when Vegeta loses, they're like, "What is he doing?" They're like, "Oh, he's probably out coping," and he's just like exploding things. And like that's what I imagine Vader is doing when he's like losing. He's like, "Oh, he's coping," and he's just in like a room like destroying everything.
that is hilarious, bro. That's what we need, though. We need more of that, and I don't know. I just think it would be really, really good. Yeah, Jumper came out in 2008. It says
Little
that he
Italy,
was,
Little Italy from April.
yep, Little Italy, yep. And then Last Man, which is in 2019, and it's minor roles. He's not even, or no, it's a major role. The Last Man, yeah, he's in there. Kind of looks like Ewan McGregor. What the hell? Interesting. I mean, it has a 3.7 out of 10 Rotten Tomatoes, but that's okay. I don't give a fuck. We know
Oh,
how we
listen.
stand with Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, we don't listen to Rotten Tomatoes around here.
And then the last movie that he was featured in was The Rise of Skywalker with his voice. So, damn, yeah, give that man some work. Wow.
Something. He's got a lot of work
Wow.
coming up next April. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, he's gonna be front and center everywhere. Shit. D23, bro. I think we're gonna get our first little snippet of Ahsoka and Starfighter.
Starfighter. Yep.
So we're gonna. August is gonna be a crazy, crazy month, guys. So stay tuned for that. Um, yeah, dude. Great, great, crazy stream this week. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed a lot of the red pill, blue pill because some of this was not easy, as you can tell. So, yeah, great stream, John. You wanna send us out?
Yeah, man. We appreciate every single person for being here. Always, like it's one of those things where, Brandon and I talk about it a lot on the side, where it's like we wouldn't trade this community for anything, man. Like y'all are incredible. So to come back every Sunday and be here with us and you know give us your opinions and like as you can see, Brandon and I, we don't really take anything to heart. So it's like we love like seeing feedback, getting opinions and talking about it. And if you guys ever want us to talk about something, like leave it in the chat. We read the comments, we look it over. If you want us to go over specific things, we will because we talk about what we want to do every Sunday during the week. But no, man, like truly appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you be with your family. Tell someone you love them. Have a great day. Other than that, we're good, man.
Yep. Good deals. And yeah, guys, and also feel free, reach out to us, DM us on Instagram. All of that is down below as well. We do have the merch store up as well. If you guys are gonna go out and support some of your guys here, I mean, what better way than just to get that across your chest? But yeah, we have a ton of stuff coming up. I will say next week we will have another special guest, another Star Wars content creator. She will be joining us next week, and then within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we will have Mr. Spencer from Rebel ScumCon. He does a lot with the convention down there, so he's going to be on. So if any of you guys are going to Rebel ScumCon, you'll definitely see the three of us there. But for sure, you'll see John and I there. We will be there. We'll pop out. We'll be working with the Saber Company as well. So if you guys are looking to get any lightsabers, that's the the greatest place to do it. And of course, if you guys want to get some pictures in with us, let's take some pics. So, but yeah, we're just here along for the ride. We appreciate each and every single one of you guys for tuning in every Sunday. We're always talking like who's gonna be there. We know some of our regulars are gonna be there, but who's gonna be some of the new people. So, yeah, shout out to everyone, every single person who's in here, every single week and talking to us. We truly appreciate it. But yeah, of course, guys, if you haven't liked the stream, make sure you hit that like button. Whether you're watching on Clan Brandalorian or the Boba Fett, please make sure you subscribe. Just super, super easy way to let us know that you support what we do. And of course, we want to give back to you guys as well. So, yeah, with all that being said, we're just chilling. Another great Sunday. Hopefully, everyone has a good rest of their day. Take it easy. And be on the lookout for some more content posted on the Clan Fett Instagram page this week as well. So, with all that being said, John, I think we're good, right?
And at Rebel ScumCon, I'm 5'6", so look for Brandon because you won't see me. Yeah, you'll see him.
Yeah, I'm like the Yavin 4 tree posts. I'll be looking around for you. But we'll see you guys. Look forward to real quick. Looking forward to the female creator. Enjoy hearing that perspective on Star Wars. Too many boys. Yeah, hey, we try to get as many people on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she's also from Europe. I think she might be from England. So you guys will see next week. We'll keep y'all in touch. But with all that being said, guys, we will see y'all next week. Deuces.